Hello, hello, my gorgeous ones. How are you, my beautiful ones? It's been a while. Thank you so much for having patience. So, new year, new look. I do have that new channel starting. Because of that, I've redone everything. So, sometimes you will see this angle. I hope you like it. I hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful new year, a good Christmas. Thank you so much for hanging in there with us at your Indigo path. That new channel I've started already. The first trailer is up. It's just the trailer, but you can go to, I've named it Concepts Create Reality. So it'll be on the, if you look on your, if you have it on your mobile app, if you look on channels or featured channels, if you go under that, you'll see it. It's connected to your Indigo path, and you can subscribe there if you'd like. That channel is going to be a very different channel than this channel. That channel is all about teaching. It's all about paranormal. It's all about what you guys call paranormal. It's all about a lot of things. It's about bringing the science and the physical, science, metaphysical, and the spiritual together. So it is my baby. It's what I wanted this channel to be. But because you guys like tarot so much, we kept it as a tarot channel. So it's been a couple of months since we've done this. Maybe a month. Wow, this one's already falling out. So looks like you guys are ready to go. This is the Four of Swords reverse. So this looks to me like you guys are ready to take charge. And yeah, I feel like you're very clear, and even if you're not clear in some things, you've sort of let it go and understand that that's part of creating life, creating your path. So congratulations, that looks to be the theme of what is going on. So we're going to start with my beautiful Cappies. Hello, hello, my gorgeous ones. I will have the timestamp down below in the description. Leave me some comments and let me know how your Christmas and New Year's went. I can't wait to see what's going on. So Teresa did bring out the other love tarot readings for the monthly. This week is going to be, how does he feel and what does she want? So actually this one's going to be, how does he feel? And then I'll have to do another video segment where it's what does she want from me? Okay, so how does he feel about me? All right, my gorgeous Cappy women, you're so stable, you work so hard. I know a lot of you are working. You're really evolved, and you understand where you want to be. And even so, even if you don't understand exactly where you want to be, I feel like you're really stable. I feel like you're very clear. But this is your energy right now. So the sun has been, I think it's in Capricorn, or it's been in Capricorn. So this is where you shine. So you're shining. All right, my gorgeous ones. So let's see. How does he feel about me? How does he feel about me? Again, I will have the description timestamp in at the bottom. I will have the timestamp for each sign in the bottom of the description. So unfortunately, this is going to be a long video. So let's see. All right, so, all right, my gorgeous Cappies, let's see what we got. How does he feel about me? So the first question I ask is, how does he see me in the world? How does he see you, Cappy? Of course. So you have the Seven of Cups. Of course he sees you that way. Opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. Always making your way. Of course. How does he feel about me? Ooh, so you have the Three of Wands. So he feels like he hasn't captured you yet. He feels like he's sort of hoping. I'm feeling that. What is he bringing to the table? What's he bringing to the table? Oh. So bear with me, because this is a new way of doing this. I might stumble a little, but I love you. So this is what he's bringing to the table. Looks like he does want new beginnings with you. It looks like it is solid. What are you doing over here? Are you like going back and forth? Kind of feel like, well, let me just say this. You're very directed in anything that you do, but you're waiting to see what he's doing. Is that correct? That's what I'm feeling. Like you're ready to give your heart over to somebody that's worth it. Is he worth it? And some of you feel like he's worth it, but he's telling you things and then not doing some things. That's what I'm feeling for some of you. So the next question I ask, what does he want from you? Of course, you have the World. So he does want to start something with you, and he's hoping that in that starting something with you, in that getting that solid relationship with you, that you can move phases together, that you can change lives to get your lives together. Yeah, like he doesn't know how it's going to go yet, but he is ready to put in some work. For some of you, I feel like I may be talking to two people, two different sets. Because some of you, I feel like he wants to, and he really means it when he says it, but then he does something else. Okay, so in the next question I ask is, what is he doing in his everyday life to help you move forward, help this relationship progress forward? So it looks like he's making the effort. It looks like he is bringing whatever it is that you want. What I'm feeling is that you guys aren't being very open with them. Let me say this again, different way. So you may be telling him some stuff, but you're not telling him everything. But that's to be expected if it's a new relationship. You can't tell him everything. But for some of you, I feel like he wants more. Like he really wants to get in there, but you're a Cappy. He needs to take his time. So the next question I ask, and the last question I ask, is will he make next contact? No. This is a no. Okay. So let me go over these again. So the first question I ask is, how does he feel about you? So he does feel like you have it to the world. So I'm sorry, how does he feel about you? How does he see you in the world? You have the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups tells me that you're out there making opportunity. You're out there living your life. He sees you that way. He sees you as engaging in life and able to bring in what you want. That's how he sees you. So the next question is, again, how does he feel about me? And you have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands means that he's taken enough action, he thinks. He feels like he's taken enough action, and he's sort of waiting for you to either come from that ship and be there with him or not. He's sort of waiting for you. I don't know. Is there a decision that you're having to make with this? The third question I ask is, what is he bringing to the table? And again, you have this is a good ace. This is new beginnings. He wants to bring new beginnings. He wants to start something with you. It is solid, so it is physical. Now, that can mean a couple of things for a couple of people. Because if you are dating people and it's just for the physical part, then this is what this guy's bringing you. If you're dating someone, or if you're out there dating or in a relationship, or but your thing is that you want to start something solid, this guy's ready to bring it to you. But you need to be really honest with yourself as to who this guy is, okay? You know, because you're intuitive enough to know. So in the fourth position, what does he want from you? He wants, this is the thing, he wants what you do here. Let me show you. He wants what you do here. He wants it here. He wants you to be that with him. He wants you to make opportunity. He wants you to change phases. He wants you to start with him. Okay? So he wants the world, but the world to me means more about changing phases, changing, bringing opportunity to you, to him and you. Okay? So that's what I'm getting. Now, when I asked what is he doing in his everyday life to help this progress forward, for some of you, I do feel like, let me take a look at this. I feel like for some of you, he's bonded already with someone. That's for some of you, not all of you. Yeah, I do feel like he's bonded with someone for some of you. And in that case, he does want to start something new. And he's hoping that you change his life with you starting something new. That's for some of you. For others of you, I feel like he's doing a lot to help this progress forward. And he sees the opportunity with you. He sees that you can become something solid, something with a family for some of you. Marriage, possibly. He sort of sees that, and he is doing, emotionally, he's bonding to you. Let's say that. Emotionally, because I see a lot of different scenarios for a lot of different people. What I do want to say, the Spirit's saying to all of you, be very clear about who this is. So if he's showing you something and telling you something else, there's a contradiction. If he's showing you something and telling you the same thing, there's no contradiction. Okay? So be very clear, because I'm seeing all levels here. I'm seeing all different scenarios. So the last question again is, will he make next contact? You have a 5 of coins, which tells me if he's made a lot of contact, he's not going to. But if he hasn't made any contact, he will. Okay? So I hope I helped. I love you, love you, love you. Thank you so very much. On to the next. All right, this is going to take a minute. All right, so for my Aquarians, I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot. This is the infamous Gilded Tarot that everybody loves. The other one was the Tarot of Dreams, for you Cappies that like to know. So, the Gilded Tarot is what we're going to use for my Aquarius. How are you, my gorgeous ones? I hope you're having a good new year. I hope you're getting everything that you want. I know that you've been working steady, clearing. Not even clearing. You've just been really working and dedicated to what you're doing. So congratulations. So it's been a couple of months. Maybe it's only been a month. It just feels like a couple of months. I've been in, I've sort of been in isolation, and I'm working on my book, finishing up my book and the new channel. So that's kind of what I've been doing since I had to take a break from this channel because of the algorithm. So, how does he feel about me? How does he feel about me? For those of you, this can apply to dating or relationships or singles. This can apply to all. So, if you're single and you just met someone, this applies to you. If you're single and have no one, then this may not apply to you until you meet them, right? If you're in a relationship, then it applies to you. Okay? All right. I hope you like this new look. All right, my gorgeous Aquarians. You know I love you. You know you have a special place in my heart. I needed to do it one more time. All right, so here we go, my gorgeous ones. In the first position, my question is, how does he see you in the world? How does he see you, my Aqua? You have the 7 of Wands. So obviously he sees you as fighting for what you believe in. But in that, he kind of sees like when you're with the world, it's standing up for who you are and who they are as well, whoever you're encountering. Well, of course, you're an Aqua, right? So in the second position, the question I ask is, how does he feel about me? Uh-oh. What's going on here? So you have the Hanging Man. He hasn't made a decision yet. He's chosen not to make a decision. Okay? This Hanging Man means you're doing this to yourself. So he's chosen not to make a decision yet. I think he's waiting you out. I know how you Aquas can be sometimes. You don't want to give him too much. All right, so in the third position, the question I ask is, what is he bringing to the table? So I see him bringing a whole lot of nothing except for emotion and glitter and glam and like almost like a facade. That's what I'm feeling. I don't feel anything solid here. I feel like the illusion. Okay. What have you guys been up to since we've been gone from each other? I can feel you guys, but what have you been up to? All right. So in the third position, the question I ask is, what does he want from you? What does he want from you? You have the 9 of Wands. So he wants a solid yes or no, whether you're going to be involved with him, whether you like him, whether you're even interested. I know how you guys can get. So even if you're interested, you won't let them know right away. So it looks like he wants to know. He wants to know, what are you doing? What do you want with him? Do you really like him? Obviously, that's not for everybody, but that's what I'm seeing. I'll take a look at it more once I put them all down. So the next question I ask is, in his everyday life, what is he doing to help this relationship progress forward? Oh, well, nothing apparently. So you have the 3 of Swords. I don't feel like this is going to go anywhere, guys. This is not for everyone. Obviously, I'm seeing the general energies. You can always go to your Indigo Path and order a reading from me. You guys know that. Yourindigopath.com, sorry. So, last question is, will he make next contact? I kind of feel like he will. You have the 4 of Wands. So he likes the space that you make him feel. This is the thing, my beautiful Aquarian women, my awesome freaking Aquarian women. Like, you guys are so special and you have this beauty about you and you make people feel better. You heal them. So I kind of feel like you gave him a safe space for a little bit, but he understood that it wasn't a lot. And so he may want that space again. For some of you, it may be someone coming back too. Did someone come back while I was gone? Someone may have come back and he's sort of like looking to see. Because I feel like this is someone that has come back. All right? Or maybe you've known them before. Like maybe he came back from a long time ago. You Aquas can do that. All right, so let me take a look at this again. Oops. Here we go. All right, so how does he see you in the world? So you have the 7 of Wands. I do feel like he sees you as upstanding. I feel like he sees you as fighting for what you want. I feel like he sees you as having integrity. But I also feel like he sees you, like I almost feel like this is your heart back here. And you don't let anybody in there, even to humanity. You give them some, but there's that really special part that you're not letting anybody in. Yeah. So, and then how does he feel about you? He hasn't made a decision. He really hasn't. So what he wants is he wants for you to be here. What he wants is what you're doing here, standing for what you believe and standing for what you want. He wants that here. He wants you to do that with him. But I can understand why you're not doing it, because he's got the moon. Honestly, I think he hung himself because he's like, she's no joke. Like, she is no joke. And I've already been burned doing her the way that I did her. But this time, I got to watch my P's and Q's, right? So, he's not bringing anything but the illusion. He really isn't. And then he's got the 3 of Swords. So either he just broke up with someone and he's looking for the next one and he remembers how you made him feel. I wish I had better news for you, Aquas. But I don't feel like this guy's worth it. Well, let me just say that again, because everybody thinks, I mean, that's a subjective point of view. So let me say this from Spirit. From Spirit, they're saying, you are clear enough to know what you want. And you have worked very hard to get to where you're at right now. So when you see this guy, or you meet with this guy, or you're talking to this guy, you will know whether you want to invest or not. And it's that simple. All right. So will he make next contact? Yes, I do feel that. All right. All right, my gorgeous ones. I love you, love you, love you. I do want to mention that I did start my new channel. It's called Concepts Create Reality. It's based on my book that's going to be out soon. It is about the teachings and the concepts that Spirit gave me when I asked all the questions about life. So it's very interesting. It's the teachings that I do a lot on Periscope. I haven't done them in a while, but there's so much more that I haven't even brought out yet and will be bringing out in the book. But until then, I want to teach a little bit of those things on this new channel. So if you go to like the channels on your app, like the feature channels or the channels themselves, it'll be on there from your Indigo path. It's connected to your Indigo path. So it's called Concepts Create Reality. So check it out. The trailer's already there. Love you, love you, love you. All right, so next, on to the next one. All right, let's see. So my next one are my beautiful Pisces. Okay, I do want to let you guys know I am going to use some of these twice. So my beautiful Pisces, we're going to be using the Romantic Tarot, of course, for my Pisces, right? So my gorgeous ones, did you have a good holiday? I hope you had a great Christmas. I hope your new year has been wonderful. I know that you guys have been doing a lot of work and some of you have been isolating yourself, and that is okay because you needed to get very clear and take some action in what you wanted for 2017. So I hope you like this beautiful setting. Because I've created this new channel, it's going to be it's a very different platform. So I've sort of redone my studio, my studio. So this is different now. I just wanted to change it up for 2017. I will be showing you the cards, but bear with me because this is a little different video shot than I'm used to, okay? All right, my gorgeous ones. So, how does he feel about me, my beautiful Pisces? How does he feel about me? 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 I'm going to do it one more time. How does he feel about me? Sorry, I know this takes longer, but there are a lot of you that want to see me do the spread. I'm sorry, they're already coming in, so. All right, my gorgeous ones. So, first question I ask is, how does he see me in the world? And you have the 10 of Wands. So, 10 of Wands tells me that he sees you as, in the world, as moving heavily and getting what you want. And seeing the beauty of everything, but it takes you time to move. Like, I don't know how to describe this. It takes you time to move. Like, it's not easy for you to move forward, but you will do it because you see such beauty and you're so giving to the world. That makes sense? All right, so how does he feel about me? How does he feel about you, sweetie? Oh, you have the 6 of Wands. So, how does he feel about you? He feels like he wants to connect with you. He feels beautiful when he's around you. like he feels very calm, and he feels like he can smell the roses with you. When he's with you, he feels like you make him better. Yeah. You make him stop and smell the roses. Appreciate things. Yeah. All right, so the next question I ask is, what is he bringing to the table? Oh, look at you. So you have the King of Cups. So he is a king. He's ready to have a relationship. Does not mean that he will have one with you, but he is ready. He is bringing this. So this is the thing. He's ready and willing and available emotionally to connect with someone and have a relationship, or be in. So if you're in a relationship with this person, he is acting like the King of Cups, where he sees the beauty, where he wants to bond, where he's come through a lot, but he's emotionally stable. And if you just met this guy, he is acting as a king. He's coming in as a king. He does see the beauty in you. He does see that you've come from a lot. But yeah, that's what he's bringing to the table. So the next question I ask is, what does he want from me? What does he want from you? And you have the One of Coins reversed, though. Okay. So you have the One of Coins reversed. So that tells me that he wants to start again for some of you. He wants from you to open your heart to him. Yeah. Like really open your heart. With the ones with the Ace of Coins reversed, I feel like it's not a new beginning that he wants from you. I feel like he wants you to open your heart. He wants you to let go of the past. He wants you to let go of this stuff right here. That's what he wants from you. So, in your fifth position, the question I ask is, what is he doing in his everyday life to help this relationship progress forward? And you have the One, or the Ace of Swords. So, whatever he's been in before, if he's been dating before and then he just met you now, it looks like he's ready to cut ties and invest in you. Yeah. So the Ace of Swords tells me that he's making decisions. He's taking action. He has no problem letting go to come towards you. He's doing what it takes for new beginnings. And even if you're in this relationship and have been with this guy or this gentleman or this man for some of you, this king, even if you've been in a relationship with him for a while, this is what he's ready to do. He's ready to make those decisions. He's ready to move forward and start again. And I kind of feel like for some of you, he doesn't even want you to do anything. He just wants you, well, he does want you to let go. He wants you to let go of the past. Because he's ready to offer you something good. Yep. Now, in your sixth position, will he make next contact? You have the Seven of Cups. So that looks to me like he is ready to make next contact. It kind of depends, though. I'm feeling for some of you, it depends on your nature here. It depends on whatever you've been going through. It depends on that. So, like, he may contact you, but if you don't respond right away, or if he sort of still feels that, whatever this is, if he feels that, he won't pursue it. Yeah, for some of you. For others of you, I feel like he wants this with you. I feel like he dreams about you. I feel like he thinks about you. I feel like he thinks about this whole thing. So, for most of you, yes, he will make next contact. Wow, congratulations, my beautiful Pisces. All right, my gorgeous ones, I'm sending you lots of love and light. I hope you have a great new year. Don't forget to subscribe to my new channel and this channel as well if you haven't subscribed and this is your first time seeing me. My new channel is Concepts Create Reality. The trailer's already up, so on to the next one. All right, my gorgeous Aries. Hello, my Aries, my beautiful ones, my ride or die chicks. What's up with you? What has been going on? I know a lot of you are crazy busy. crazy busy. So I hope the new year, I hope you had a good new year. You're going to have a wonderful, wonderful this year, 2017. Like, let me just say that for you guys. You're going to have a wonderful 2017. There are a couple of signs. Let me say this. Every sign can have a wonderful year. But there are a couple of signs that are like in charge, large and in charge, and have done what they needed to do to get it going. That's why you're my ride or die chicks. I missed you so, so very much. I absolutely adore you and love you. Thank you so much for hanging in there with me. I hope that you guys go visit my new channel, Concepts Create Reality. You can go, if you have the app that you're watching this through, you can, the YouTube app, you go to the channels from your Indigo path, you go to the channels, the featured channels, and it'll be on there, and you can go watch the trailer. I got the trailer up, so yeah, I can't wait. Concepts Create Reality is based on my book that's coming out in a couple of months. It's kind of what I've been doing. Just finishing up my book. So here we go. What have you guys been up to? Let's see what you got going on. All right. I hope you guys like the new setup. Because of the new channel, it's a very different format, so I decided to change it up for this channel as well. So I will show you the cards, and then we'll get started. All right, so here we go. How does he feel about me? So the first question I'm asking is, how does he see me in the world? Of course he sees you that way. So you have the Death card, which means always new beginnings, letting go of the old, getting into the new, changing phases, understanding what it is that you need to go for, and where you want to go or how you want to be. In the world, he sees you as action-oriented, and always letting go of the old, just ready to new beginnings, ready for new beginnings, that thirst for adventure. That's how he sees you. So the next question I ask is, how does he feel about me? How does he feel about me? You have the Eight of Cups. So he feels like when he sees you, he feels like, or when he's with you, for some of you, I almost feel like he didn't realize this is what he wanted until he met you. Yeah. Now, for others of you that have been in a long-term relationship with this person, he or she feels like they're ready to let go of the old and move into the new with you. They have a lot of love for you, a lot of love for you. So I do feel that. Now, in your third position, the question I ask is, what is he bringing to the table? You have the Four of Staves. So he is very grounded in what he wants to do. He wants to bring that to you. He's bringing that relationship. He's ready to take action to bring a relationship for some of you. For others of you, I do see him wanting to cocoon with you. So if you're just dating, I do see him wanting to spend time with you, just you and him alone. For some of you, that could be a good thing. For some of you, not so good, because for some of you, if he's not taking you out in public, that may mean something. But for others of you, if you've been out in public, but he likes to stay home with you and likes to cocoon with you, then if that's what you're looking for, that's what this guy wants. Okay. Yeah, he's bringing stability. That's what he's bringing. He's bringing stability in whatever type of relationship you guys are having. So in the fourth question I ask is, what does he want from you? You have the Seven of Cups. This guy is no joke. This guy wants something. So you have the Seven of Cups. To me, I feel like he wants you. Oh, all right. For some of you. What do we call this? Like, I don't know the slang for this. He wants to step up. I don't know what you call that in slang. For some of you, he wants, like, you're his step up into a better relationship, into a better economic system, yeah, like you're a step up for some of you. For others of you, I hear him saying, I just want the opportunity. I just want the opportunity to show her. That's for others of you, okay? Now, in the fifth position, the question I ask is, what is he doing in his everyday life to help this progress forward, help this relationship progress forward? And you have the 4 coins. So I don't feel like he's doing much. He's not doing much. But I don't think it's because, so let me say this because I'm talking to several groups. If he's bringing stability, but you're not telling him if you want him or not, that's why he's not doing anything. But if you're his step up, then yeah, he's not doing anything. Yeah, I don't feel like he's doing much. I feel like if you called him, yeah, he'll make effort for you, but on his own, he's going to see where this goes. I'm feeling like a lot of dating. I don't feel like a lot of relationship. I feel like a lot of dating, and I feel like this guy can have a good heart, but this guy sees you as an opportunity. That's not for everyone. This is a general reading. These are general energies that I'm seeing, but this is what I'm feeling. So, will he make next contact? You have the hanging ghost, which is like the hanging man. So, no. I feel like he's sort of being still to see what you're going to do. Listen, my Aries, y'all are smart enough to know when a guy wants what he wants. But guess what? They don't understand that if you just want somebody to play with, you will play with them and then let them go. Okay? That's where they get it twisted. So, just be very practical about what you do with this guy. This is a general reading. Again, this is not for everyone, but these are the general energies that I'm seeing and I'm feeling. So I hope I helped. I love you, love you, love you. And yeah, I'm sending you love and light, but I already know you do it to it. That's all I can say. Just do you. All right. You know how to do you. I love my Aries girls. All right. On to the next one. Boy, these are going to be like... All right, so the next one are my beautiful Taurians. I'm going to use this old-timey tarot deck. Well, I say it's old-timey, but it's not old. I've used them for a while, but... So a lot of you don't know about all of my tarot decks. I never show them all. I used to just use the 2. Let me make sure. Yeah. Okay. All right, my beautiful Taurians. How are you, my gorgeous ones? You know I love you. I hope you've had a wonderful Christmas. I hope you're having a wonderful New Year. I hope you guys are being very clear. I can feel that you guys have been working very hard to be very clear, to be very practical in what you want. Sorry about that. I feel like you've been busybodies. Yeah, good for you. I probably should turn that down. I don't know if you guys can hear it. So, here we go. So how does he feel about me? It's been a month. It feels like it's been longer, but I think it's only been a month. Some of you have started dating some people. Some of you have started going to the next phase with your loved one that you've been with for a while, for a long while. I see a lot of long marriages here. I feel like you were sort of cleaning house in your marriage and trying to figure out exactly what you're wanting. And for those of you that are single, I feel like some of you let go of some people because you weren't going to do what you did before and hang on. You just realized that, hey, she's not it. Or he's not it. So, all right. Let's see what we got. Good for you. Good for you for being clear. Not hanging on to someone unnecessarily. Because you know what happens when you hang on to someone? Because some people will do that. They'll hang on to someone because they feel like they cannot be alone. And so they're so frightened of being alone. But what happens is, if you guys understand that you hang on to someone, you're not only keeping yourself from the love of your life, but you're keeping them from the love of their life. Okay? So, let's get it started. In the first position, the question I ask is, how does he see me in the world? How does he see me in the world? And you have the Ten of Swords. So he does see you as in your head a lot lately. He does see you as stuck, slow in the world. Yeah, the Ten of Swords tells me that he sees you as in your head a lot, being overwhelmed. Yeah, let's use that word, overwhelmed. So, next question. How does he feel about me? How does he feel about me? You have the Four of Swords. So, he's sort of, I kind of feel like with you, he feels like it's a battle. Like it's bantering back and forth and things getting out of hand unnecessarily. That's how he feels. He feels like you have a lot of, well, for some of you, he feels like you have a lot of resentment and anger. That's what he feels. Maybe not necessarily towards him, but he does feel it. So he feels like to get you to do something or to get you to see something, it's very hard. Yeah. So the next question I ask is, what is he bringing to the table? What's he bringing to the table? And you have the Ace of Coins. So he is bringing new beginnings, and it's a solid beginning. The coins to me tells me it's solid. It's physical. It's like what you're wanting. Yeah. So even if you've been married to this person for a long time, he does want to start something new with you, and he wants it to be solid. He wants a new understanding with you. If you've just begun to date this person does want something with you, but he sees you as a lot of work. So what is this about? What is going on with you guys? I know you've been like really, really clearing, really, really practical, but is it an old habit that's coming back? Because that's kind of what I feel. So in your fourth position, the question I ask is, what does he want from you? And you have the Two of Coins. So he wants you to make a decision about something. He wants you to get out of your head, quit being so overwhelmed, take some action with him in this Ten of Swords. And he wants you to make a choice. He wants you to balance with him. Okay, make a choice. So that's what he wants from you. He wants you to either spend more time with him because you're working too much, or spend more time with him because you're spending more time with your family. Whatever this is, he wants it balanced out. He wants more from you. So in your fifth position, the question I ask is, what is he doing in his everyday life to help this relationship progress forward? And you have the Seven of Cups. This Seven of Cups is like come out like in all decks. That's crazy. So the Seven of Cups, what he's making opportunity. He's making his way to get to you. Like he's doing what's necessary. Anything he can to help this progress forward is what he's doing. So He's got his emotions in there, his intentions in there. Yeah. All right. So in the last question I'll ask is, will he make next contact? And you have the Two of Cups. Absolutely he will. He really wants to bond with you. So what is going on here, my gorgeous ones? So you have the 10 of Swords and then the 4 of Wands. So I feel like you're overwhelmed out in the world. And so in turn, you take it out on him. And he's just trying to start something with you. Because the fact that I see coins or pentacles and cups where he's concerned tells me not only is he emotionally available, but he's physically able too. But then I see you as having these swords and wands. Like, and the 4 at that. Like, what's going on with you guys? You need to let go of old habits. I think maybe this may be what's going on here with the 10 of Swords. You got to let go of old habits, my love. Okay? Don't, if you've just started dating this guy, do not make him pay for all the others. All right? And if you've been with this man, married to him or not, whether you've been with him for a long time, if he's come through some stuff with you, don't make him pay for the past, because all you're doing is bringing that back up. Either let it go or move on without him. Okay? I think that's why Spirit was trying to say that before. If you are in a relationship because you're so frightened of being alone that you would rather just be in this relationship that's so horrible, then what you're doing is not only are you keeping yourself from happiness and true love, but you're keeping him as well. That's 2 souls. Think about that. All right, my gorgeous ones. I'm sending you lots of love and light. I love you, love you, love you. You know I do. Please check out my new channel, Concepts Create Reality. And if this is your first time seeing me, welcome. My name is Cindy. I'm a psychic medium spiritual advisor. Please subscribe, like, and share all my videos. I really, really appreciate it. Bye, my gorgeous ones. All right, so